Hello friends, this is Ramesh Panikar on behalf of KNA. Today we are discussing part exam 8 for repeaters. Alright, and we are discussing chemistry paper. Question number 46. The Henry's constant is given for nitrogen gas 10 raised to power 5. Mole fraction of nitrogen in air is 0.8. In air, mole fraction. And the total number of moles of nitrogen from air dissolved in 10 moles of water, all right, in at 298 Kelvin and 5 atmospheric pressure. So this is the pressure, total pressure of nitrogen in air, all right. So partial pressure of nitrogen, if you want to calculate, partial pressure equal to total pressure is 5 atmosphere, mole fraction is 0.8, so it is 4. And now from Henry's law, we have P equal to Kh into X, partial pressure of nitrogen, and this was the total pressure. Alright, partial pressure is 4 and Kh equal to 10 raised to power 5 and mole fraction we have to calculate. Mole fraction of nitrogen in any liquid. This is the solubility actually. So X we on calculation we are getting 4 into 10 raised to power minus 5. Alright. And then this is the mole fraction now. We want to calculate number of moles of nitrogen. So number of moles of water is 10. So as compared to 10 moles, this number of moles of nitrogen is ignored. So it is number of moles of nitrogen divided by 10. So we are getting 4 into 10 raised to power minus 4, the first option. Alright, this is the first option. Look at question number 47. BP of 0.01 molar, molality is given, AB2. So eta is we can calculate from this, that is 3, 2 plus 1 3, total number of particles. Alpha is given 10%. We have to find out by BP. So delta TB equal to I into KB into M. KB you must know for water 0.52. Molality is given, alright, 0.01. I we can calculate from this relation, alpha equal to I minus 1 upon eta minus 1. Okay, and alpha is 10 by 100, so that is 0.1. Eta is 3 minus 1, 2 into 0.1, that is 0.2 and 1.2. So just solve this. This is the elevation part, elevation and boiling point. And what is the boiling point of water? 373 Kelvin. So the boiling point of solution becomes this. Correct answer is second option. Next, which of the following is not a favorable condition for physical adsorption? High pressure is a favorable condition. Alright, delta H is negative, so this is not a condition in fact. High critical temperature of adsorbate, those gases which can be liquefied easily are also physically adsorbed easily. So this is also correct. And fourth option, high temperature. High temperature, this is wrong because physical adsorption is inversely proportional to temperature. Alright, so now see, look at question number 49. Question number 49, which of the following will show Tyndall effect? So Tyndall effect is shown by those solutions which are colloidal in nature. So question number 49, correct answer is second option, because soap solution above critical missile, CMC. CMC is the temperature above which missile formation is possible. So the first one is below. So that is why this one is correct, more correct. Second option, colloidal solution. Question number 50. The vapor pressure of pure A is 10. Alright. And at the same temperature 1 gram B is dissolved in 20 gram of A, means B is solute, A is solvent. Alright. And P0A is 10. Its vapor pressure reduces to 9. So this is PA. If molar mass of A is molar mass of solvent is 200, molar mass of solute we have to calculate. That's it. So look at question number 50. 48 and then 49, and then we have left one question, I suppose. This 50. Alright, we will discuss later. 51. Question number 51. Look at question number 51. In question number 5.1, P0A minus P upon PA, that is equal to WB upon MB, MA, WA. So normally it is P0A minus PA upon P0A, that is called relative lowering in vapor pressure. I solved this numerical using P0A, but I'm not getting the correct answer. But this relation gives you the accurate answer. So I used the second one. Since I did not get the correct answer from P0A minus P upon P0A, I used this relation. Alright. The only difference is this is not relative lowering in vapor pressure, but this relation gives you the accurate molar mass. So on calculation we are getting 90. Okay. Anyway, look at question number 50. Metal oxide is M0.980. Metal oxide M0.980, and metal exists as M2 positive and M3 positive. And we have to find out the fraction of M3 positive. Alright, percentage, it is given in percentage. So what we have to do, question number 50, it is see, we have calculated the oxidation state which is coming out to be 2.04. Alright, why we are not getting the whole number? Because this M includes M2 positive and M3 positive. So M2 positive plus M3 positive equal to 2.04, the combined oxidation state. Here the oxidation state is 2. Let us suppose its fraction is X, and this is 3, and its fraction will be, fraction means out of one part, what is the part of this M2 positive? If it is X, M3 positive becomes 1 minus X. Alright, so on calculation 3 minus 3X, alright, and this is 2X. So the 2x plus 3 minus 3x equal to 2.04, or 3 minus 2.04 equal to x. X we are getting 0.96, so that is 2 positive, 96%. So obviously remaining is M3 positive, that is 1 minus 0.96, 0.04 or 4%. Alright, look at question number 52. 52, Schottky effect occur mainly in ionic compounds where, see what happens in Frankel defect. In Frankel defect, cations and anions like this. Alright, A negative, C positive, A negative, C positive, and some of the cations, they are present in neighboring voids. Means normally the size of void is less. So if cation can occupy voids, that means the cationic size is much less than anionic size. That is why they can occupy the voids in Frankel defect. In Schottky defect, they cannot occupy neighboring voids. So we say that cationic size is nearly equal to anionic size. So correct answer of 52 is second option. Alright. Positive and negative ions are of same size. 53. Which of the following is correct statement for ionic solids, and positive and negative ions are held by strong electrostatic force of attraction? Not the correct statement. Alright, it is not the correct statement. So question number 53. Correct answer is third option. On the basis of radius ratio, cationic radius and anionic radius, we can assess the coordination number and the shape of the void. Alright, if it is 1 to 0.732, coordination number is 8 and the void is cubic void. And if it is from 0.732 to 0.414, coordination number is 6 and it is octahedral void. Alright, and if it is between these two values, coordination number is 4 and it is tetrahedral void, and this is triangular void. So on the basis of this, question number 53, look at question number 53. The correct answer is third option. So when the coordination number is 8, radius ratio lies between 0.225 to 0.414. This is wrong. Alright, the first one, radius ratio increases as the coordination number increases. That is correct. See, we have already seen 8 highest value, 6 lower value, 4 further lower value, like that. As the difference in size of cations increases, the coordination number increases. Yes, that is true, because if it increases, that means the difference also decreases. Difference also increases. Then this we have discussed. In ZNS coordination number is 4, that is correct, no problem. Question number 5, 4. Fog, this is not 4, fog. Fog is an example of liquid in air, liquid in gas. First one, 54, right. 55. Which of the following pairs of electrolysis will form isotonic solutions? So in molarity is given, or if molality is given, what you have to do for isotonic solutions, this I into M should be same. Pi is equal to I into mRT, or pi is proportional to I into M. So what we have to do, we have to multiply I with molarity, or I is equal to eta in case of 100% dissociation or association. So we will assume 100% dissociation. So what you have to do in question number 55, K2, this for this eta is equal to 8. So 8 multiplied by this 0.16. Here eta is 3 multiplied by molarity 0.12. They are different. CaCl2 same. Eta is 3 multiplied by molarity 0.18. FeCl3 eta 4 multiplied by molarity 0.16. They are also different. Al2SO4 whole thrice, eta is 5 multiplied by molarity 0.25. K2SO4 eta is 3, alright, multiplied by molarity, okay, so 0.15, they are different. For the last case, eta is 5, K for FeCN6 multiplied by molarity 0.2, here eta is 4, K3CuCN4 multiplied by molarity, we are getting 0.2. So they are equal. That means these two will be isotonic solutions. Alright. Look at question number 5, 6. Which of the following process does not occur at the interface of phases? Means interface of phases means two, like something which are in contact, like we can say this is one surface and this is the other surface, say solute and solvent, like that. So if you compare these cases, crystallization, it occurs at the interface of solute and solution. Alright. Heterogeneous catalysis, surface of catalyst, and this is the interface where gases are adsorbed or reactants are adsorbed. So this is also happening at the interface. Corrosion, it is again a surface phenomena. So homogeneous catalyst is not the process which occurs at the phases. Homogeneous catalysis means the reactant and catalyst both are in same physical state. Alright, so this is not this does not occur at the interface of phases. Alright, they should be, means the prime condition which is coming out to be, they should be in two different phases. Alright, then only something can happen at the interface. Question number 5, 7. Which of the following electrolyte will have maximum coagulation value? Maximum coagulation value means minimum coagulating power. Means this is positively charged colloid. Alright, this is positively charged colloid. So for positively charged colloid, phosphate, sulfate, the coagulating ability of an ion increases with increase in opposite charge. So this is the least effective, Cl negative. So correct answer is NaCl. 57, fourth option. Alright. 58. Question number 5, 8. Friendly adsorption isotherm is given by the expression, alright, can be drawn from the expression. So correct answer is second option. 58. Correct answer is second option. Alright. So from this relation we can easily conclude this thing, that is second option is correct. X by M and P, if you draw a graph, at initial stages X by M is proportional. At this stage, this is it follows this relation, X by M is proportional to P to the power 1 by N. At this point it becomes independent of pressure. Alright, so correct answer is second option. Question number 59. Gold number is inversely proportional to protecting ability. So this is the order of B, A, C and D. These are the values. Coagulation means gold number values. So the minimum, the quantity of lyophilic colloid needed to prevent the precipitation of 10 ml gold sol, better is the protecting ability. So correct answer is this one, 59. Correct answer is second option. All right, this is the order on the basis of gold number values. Okay.